Hello, 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 fellow addicts. Alyssa and Safi popping in during our summer break to bring you some exciting news. We recently received our next event packet from EA detailing the next event to hit TSTO. And you know what that means? Spoiler time. So, as always, we weren't allowed to initially share with you guys the information that we got because of our NDAs until EA gives us the okay. Restriction has been lifted now, so we are free to talk about next event with you guys. So just like we've done the last few times, we're going to give you a quick rundown of what the next event will entail with some spoiler details and images. So get ready, grab a pen and paper, and be prepared for information overload. We're going to reveal a bunch of spoilers in this video, so if you don't want to know, as always, this may not be the video for you. So now for your official spoiler warning. Spoilers incoming in 3, 2, 1. Spoiler time. So the next event will hit our games as predicted. I pat myself on the back here. As predicted on the Tavern Trouble Rundown post. The next event will hit our games on August 4th, which is Wednesday. And once again, we will have another kind of unexpected theme going on. This event is called Into the Simpsons Verse. And I'm not going to lie, it kind of feels like a play on Family Guy. We're going to see what happens when the multiverse is opened in Springfield. So here is a look at the splash screen. Saf, you have any thoughts on the splash screen?
I'm excited for the splash screen. We'll talk a little bit more about the event in detail. But like right off the bat, you can see some content from this year's Treehouse of Horror episode 31. And I remember, like, as soon as it came out, just the synopsis of it, we were all excited for it. And then when the episode aired, I'm just like looking at the comments from the episode reminder for that. You know, like everyone's like, I'd love to get that into the game. And yeah, everyone's just looking forward for all of these different versions. So seeing Homer Noir right there in the splash screen, it's nice. I like it. How about you? What do you think of the splash screen?
Yeah, it's another fun splash screen. It's not as bright and colorful as the Springfield Enlighten splash screen, but you wouldn't expect that with this type of event. It is nice to see that Springfield is not destroyed behind the multi versions of Homer. But it's not a bad splash screen. I can't complain. Not my favorite, but not my least favorite either. So some quick info about this event, this multi-event. This is another multi-event, which will hit with each act hitting every 9 days, similar to formula to what we've been seeing the last year. So this means that Act 1 will hit on August 4th, which is this Wednesday. Act 2 will hit on August 13th, which is a Friday. Act 3 will hit on August 22nd, which is a Sunday. And Act 4 will hit on August 31st, which is a Tuesday. And this event will run until September 8th. We're in for 5 weeks of the multiverse, guys. So here is the event overview from EA. As always, we get a little preview of the event. So here's what the overview of the entire event entails. In an effort to improve the power plant's profits, Mr. Burns decides to turn on his alternate universe computer to start bringing in cheap, undocumented labor. Things are going great until the newly hired help flees the terrible working conditions, and Mr. Burns has no choice but to bring in a detective from the same portal to bring them back. The alternative universe computer soon destabilizes, though, and starts opening up portals to the Simpsons multiverse, not only bringing in Homers of every shape and size, but also evil godmother Burns, who's got her sights set on the total multiverse domination. It's now up to the merry band of multiverse Homers to team up and put a stop to the godmother. Thoughts on that, Saf?
I mean, it sounds a little bit out there. I'll be honest, it wasn't as full on. I haven't been a huge fan of like these like the Simpsons type events where we had that stuff. I like my more realistic stuff. So initially, I was it seems like a meh event for me personally right now, just off the synopsis.
Yeah, I'm kind of there with you. Again, this feels very much like Family Guy, not The Simpsons, so it's kind of weird. But we'll see. You know, I always say you got to reserve judgment until you actually play an event. So we'll see. So now for some quick facts about the event, things we're always asked. First up, You will need to be at least on level 11 and have burns unlocked to participate in this event. Characters needed for event currency. These will be used throughout each act. We've got the Fab Four, as we like to call them, which is Homer, Marge, Bart, and Lisa. And then other characters are Burns, Smithers, Lenny, Carl, and new premiums, of which there will be 4. It is important to note there are less characters that will earn event currency with this event than with the previous event. There's about 2 less. So we'll have to see where the currency totals fall. They may have made this a little bit more challenging, or they may have made it super easy. Who knows? But there are less characters that earn event currency. Pretty standard with the prize track. Each prize track contains 5 prizes, so 20 prizes in total. Here's what the prize track includes. You've got 3 new characters, 1 new pet/NPC, 4 new buildings, 8 new decorations, and, however, my pet peeve is back on the prize track. Standalone mystery box tokens. You guys know I hate these. Mystery box tokens are back on the prize track, so we really only have 16 new prizes and 4 mystery box tokens. So keep that in mind. So let's go over the prize track, shall we? As we discussed, I'll put some images up on the screen. The first prize we've got is the alternate universe computer, which is a decoration. Seth, any thoughts on that?
I do like this first event, the first act prize. Like, do you want to just go through the whole act, and I can just go give a quick synopsis of all of them because they tie in together there?
Yeah, I could do that. All right. So for Act 1, you've got the alternate universe computer, the paddy wagon. Then you've got a mystery box token, the private eye office, which is a building, and Noir Homer, which is a character.
So, I mean, like this, we're going back just to this past October, the Halloween episode, Treehouse of Horror 31. And I mean, like, as soon as that multiverse episode aired, like, we were all excited. I'm looking here, the very first comment right off the bat was Siggy, I really hope there's an event for Homerverse coming up. Well, here you go. Not more
here, you've got it.
You asked for a Siggy, so here you go. Yeah, I like this prize track. I like Homer Noir and his detective agency. I mean, obviously, having a mystery box token is a bummer, but you already kind of discussed that. But when we get to the later acts, yeah, I want to start with a positive. So I do like this prize. How about you?
I think Act 1 might be the best prize track. So I kind of will leave it at that. A lot of things that probably will end up in my inventory, I think.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'll talk about this a little bit later, but it's an August event. This is kind of normal for an August event. So let's jump into Act 2. So for Act 2, you've got the pumpkin carriage, which is a decoration. Then you've got a mystery box token, everyone's favorite. And then you have the royal unicorn, which is another pet/NPC. And then you have the land of fruits and vegetables, which is a decoration. And then you have the final prize of Act 2 is Princess Homer, which is a full character. Thoughts on those?
Again, I do like Princess Homer. That's from the multiverse as well, from that Homerverse segment. I really did like that Homerverse segment. I watched it a few times, actually. But other than that, really the other prizes for me, they're, again, going into season 32, we're looking at episode 7. 3 Dreams Denied, and especially the premium that with this, I believe. But we'll talk about that a little bit later. But they're going a little bit away from Homerverse, I feel, at this point, with the exception of Princess Homer. So this prize track was a little bit of a step down for me from the previous act.
Yeah, I think most of this will be in my inventory, probably even the royal unicorn, because I'd rather have the rainbow puking unicorn than a royal unicorn in my town. The land of fruits and vegetables I might be able to work in somewhere. But other than that, I think most of this is going to head straight to my inventory. So for Act 3, we have the Ishidoro. And I should note, this is also a note from EA, that more can be purchased from the store after unlocking this on the prize track. So you will be, for those of you who like this, you can buy more from the store, likely for donuts. We don't have a cost on it, but that's likely what will happen. The next prize is the anime Krusty Burger. And then we have Yo-Yo's Cloud Palace. And the final prize of Act 3 is Anime Marge. Thoughts?
Again, same as Act 2, with the exception of Anime Marge. Anime Crust Burger is not bad, actually. I do like that, and I could possibly incorporate that, but really everything else is going into inventory. Anime Marge 2, I believe, was from Homerverse. Actually, I'm quite confident, but yeah. Other than that, the rest, Krusty Burger, I'll take a look, see what size it is and everything. That's the only one I may keep in my Springfield. How about you?
Yeah, I'm kind of right there with you. That's really the only prize that appeals to me on this. I have to look at Yo-Yo's Cloud Palace, see how it is. If it's something that has a small footprint and then is up in the sky, kind of like the Rad Station, that may stay because it's easy to put it in your Springfield. If it only has like a 4x4 square, it's required in the grass. But otherwise, a lot of this is straight to inventory. Say that again.
Simpsons. That was such a little blip on the episode. That was season 24. The day the Homer stood cool or something, or the day the Earth stood cool.
Mm-hmm.
They get the neighbor from Portland, and his son T-Rex is like, "Oh, we don't have a TV." And Lisa's like, "That's a possibility." and he's like, "Yeah, my dad only lets me watch these shows." And Yo-Yo's the show that he watches on YouTube. So yeah, I mean, it was really well clip. I'd be interested to see, yeah, if you're right, if it's something that floats over Springfield, doesn't take up any space, then I do like some of those and incorporating them design-wise. But right now, as it stands, it would probably be an inventory item for me.
Yeah. All right, so for Act 4, the final act of this event, the prizes are the Battle Van, Mystery Box Token, Ooter's Candy Paradise, the Space-Time Continuum, and New Tube, which is a new building. So everything else in that act is decorations. The last prize is a building. Thoughts?
I get very non-cohesive. I mean, you're coming from all over. Ooter's Land of Chocolate. I mean, I come from the land of chocolate. That's like way back, like season 4, 5, 4. And yeah, you were like finishing off with again season 24 with I mean, they're kind of going all over the place. So I'll have to see what kind of dialogue they do to correlate everything. But as it stands, it's the prize track itself, the Land of Chocolate. I just have to see where I could fit it. I have to like create like a new imaginary area, maybe near the chocolate factory, like fudge, the fudge factory.
Yeah, that could work.
Yeah, but otherwise, it's kind of a meh prize track.
I agree. It's very lackluster for Act 4, which kind of seems to be a pattern we're seeing lately, but this is extra lackluster.
Yeah.
The Battle Van feels like something out of the Bully event, not this one. It's kind of weird. The the space-time continuum is kind of funny because it's like a black hole, but not. So that may stay, but most of this stuff's going to go into inventory. Even the New Tube building, it doesn't seem like it would really work in my Springfield. So I have a feeling that'll end up in my inventory. But yeah, it's kind of a lackluster letdown for Act 4. But
I feel like for the longest time we were used to like Act 1, Act 2 gets better, and then goes down 3 and 4. And then we had that amazing event where Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, and then 4.
Yeah.
So it's like, come on, keep going. Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, Act 4. But no,
yeah,
it's like 1, 2, 4.
Pretty much, yeah. It starts high and just is all downhill from there. All right, let's talk premium content. So with this event, there are 4 event-specific premium combos, 1 per act. As we always say, they're specific to the event. 150 donuts for 3 combos, for 3 of those combos. The 4th combo, you need 200 donuts for. Mm-hmm. And that 4th combo will appear during Act 2. So you'll need 650 donuts total for the event-specific premiums. Let me repeat that. 650 donuts total are needed for the event-specific premiums. This is for the 4-act event premiums that will help earn event currency. Gil will also be making an appearance, and he will see him around Act 2. And his deal is back at the 200 donut mark. So you will need a total of 850 donuts to buy all the event premiums. 400 donuts alone just for Act 2. This is an expensive event. It's a lot of donuts. All right, so here are the details on the guild deal. Again, it's 200 donuts, and it's Princess Jules and the Cookie Castle. This is a full character and building combo. It will not help with the event, as far as we know from what we've been told, but Princess Jules does have a flyby animation, similar to, I guess, Fairy Kodos. Thoughts, Saf?
Again, she comes from 3 Beams Denied, which is just this past season, episode 7. She was okay. I mean, that episode in general, it wasn't neither of our top 5 lists for a season 32. It was a kind of a meh episode, and she was kind of a meh character. So it's not something that I'm like really too keen on getting. I mean, I probably will just because I have ample donuts. But yeah, if like you're donut poor or just like kind of scrounging, it's not really my first choice.
Yeah, I kind of this may be a guild deal I pass on. I don't know. I'm going to see how big the Cookie Castle is, because I have a feeling that's going to have a massive footprint. Unless it's in the sky again and it has a small footprint in the sky, that may be workable. But otherwise, I have a feeling this is going to be massive. And 200 donuts to me for a character that I could take or leave. Yeah, I mean, it just seems kind of like okay. So that may be something I pass on.
Especially season 32. I mean, like, half the players in the game haven't even seen that episode yet. I mean, I don't know how far they are into Simpsons in Australia or UK or other countries. Like, you know, like if you're gonna charge that much, at least make it a character that like everyone knows or something like that, right?
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's jump into the Act Premium combos. And again, I'll throw images up as we discuss these. The first Act Premium combo for Act 1, this is a 150 donut combo. Noir Lisa and the Gimbals Department Store.
I do like that. I mean, again, Homerverse coming up here. I really do enjoy that segment. So it was probably one of the better Treehouse segments in recent years. And I mean, I was right up there with Siggy and saying, you know, we need an event for Homerverse. So yeah, I would definitely I'm definitely getting that.
Yeah, I like this one too. I like that it's black and white. I think that's kind of fun. And this will definitely be something I buy. The next premium item for Act 2. This one is 200 donuts. Keep that in mind. 200 donuts. This is Evil Godmother Burns and Fantasy Mountain Castle. And I want to make a note because we got this from EA. This castle is placeable on mountain tiles. So you can use this to replace some of your mountains in Springfield, which is not bad for land issues. Thoughts on this, Saf?
I'm really interested in that aspect of it. I mean, to date, I believe the only thing we have that kind of goes on the mountain tiles is the tunnel to Springfield Heights, if I'm not mistaken.
And the Homer Leias.
The Homer Leias, thank you, yes, and the Homer Leias. So this just opens up a little bit more possibilities with design. So I am going to get this. Again, we're going right back to Homerverse with Evil Step Queen Burns, or I forget what the
Godmother.
Godmother, thank you. Sorry, it's been a while since I watched that Disney movie, but yeah.
I don't know if it's a Disney. This is obviously a spoof on Maleficent, from the Disney movies, but I don't think she's a godmother, is she? Anyway, sorry. That's a topic for a different podcast.
I think it's like a hybrid of the two, but yeah. She's like the juxtaposition to the fairy godmother, but yeah. This is one that I am going to get, just to put it short. Like, it's not quite as high up there as Lisa Noir, but I would put it right number 2, probably. Yeah.
The third premium for this event, this is for Act 3. This is Anime Homer and the Anime District, and this is also 150 donuts.
Again, I mean, if I'm getting an Anime Marge on the prize track, I need to get an Anime Homer. I just love like that whole. I mean, I feel like I'm saying this 10 times now that you can make a drinking game of this. How many times do I say I love Homerverse? But I really do love that segment, and this is just like a whole different Homer. He's not quite Mr. Sparkle, but he's yeah, just a fun character to have roaming around Springfield. So I would definitely get this.
For sure. All right, the final act premium. This is for Act 4, also 150 donuts. The Ethereal Beings and Alien Utopia.
Again, right out of left field. This to me is right up there with Jules and my if you're short on donuts, don't get. Like, it's hard for me to choose between which one's worse, Jules or these guys. Yeah, not a big fan of this one.
Yeah, I mean, out of all 4 act premiums, because I know sometimes you guys ask for our recommendations as to what to buy, what to spend your money on. Even though we haven't gotten these yet so I don't know the full breakdown. Just kind of based on the information we have, I would say Noir Lisa is 1, Evil Godmother Burns is 2, Anime Homer is 3, unless you're like desperate to have the anime set, then you can flip those. And then these aliens are do not pass go, do not buy. In my opinion.
Exactly me. It's like 1 is Lisa Noir, 2A and 2B are the Godmother, and the Anime Homer, and then like 65 and 66 are the Ethereal Beings and Jules. So yeah.
Yeah, save your donuts. Don't buy them. My own opinion. All right, and there is a donut promo back with this event. We haven't seen this in a little bit, so it's good to see it back with an event. The donut promo is $9.99 US. I know for some people this will be different. It's based on your country, your VAT tax, all that fun stuff. EA only charges $9.99 US for it, so anything else is tax or something Google's charging you based on your country, Google or YouTube or Apple based on your country. So the donut promo is Pixel Homer plus 132 donuts. So you pay $9.99 US, you get Pixel Homer, which is a full character, and a tray of 132. Is it a tray? No, a truck of, I don't remember. 132 donuts. So thoughts on the donut promo, Saf?
This is one that in recent times I've liked. I mean, this is not Wilbur Norval. Like this, again, same thing. Like just in the episode once, but I mean, do I have to say it again? Get your drinks ready, people. Homerverse is a great segment. Like I really like that segment, and anything from that episode, I am all in. So you can count me down for dropping a few bucks for that.
Yeah, I might grab this too. I kind of wish, even though it's not from the Homerverse episode, I kind of wish they found a way to bring in the 3D Homer and then the real life Homer from the Treehouse of Horror from way back. That would have been fun. I would definitely have spent money for those, but I'll likely be getting this too. It's fun. I know it's a event kind of featured around various versions of Homer. I kind of wish it wasn't Homer though, because I feel like we have a lot of Homer in Springfield.
Right.
But you take the good with the bad, I guess, right?
Yeah.
There is also a Into the Simpsons verse mystery box with this event. As far as content, I'm really not going to list everything right now. There's a lot of items in there. There are over 25 items in the box. So I'll lay out what's inside on the rundown post when the event hits our game. And as always, I will asterisk anything that is also in the yearbook mystery box. But for the basic idea, honestly, it's a lot of returning Magic event stuff. It's very weird. We've got a lot of returning Halloween Magic event stuff. A lot of returning Halloween stuff in general, which I think is weird, considering Halloween is another month. Well, the Halloween event would hit like a month after this ends. So it's kind of weird. But maybe because EA bought Fox, or not EA, Disney bought Fox. Disney likes to do things early. Disney World's going to start celebrating Halloween like in 2 days. So maybe that's why. I don't know. It just seems weird that's what's included with this. But it is a lot of returning Magic event stuff and a lot of returning random Halloween stuff. And from what I can tell, the mystery box will also cost tokens. as we've seen lately, and you will likely be able to buy tokens from the store using donuts in addition to the 4 wonderful tokens you earn on the prize track. And for those wondering, you should be able to convert tokens to donuts. You get a dozen donuts for every token that you convert. But if you have the mystery box, you will not be able to convert tokens until the event is over. So there's nothing in the mystery box you want, but you still have it. Your tokens will be saved. You just won't be able to convert them until the event leaves the game, and then you'll be able to convert them. Otherwise, when you clear your mystery box, you'll be able to convert them. You'll see it in the store. There's also a ton of returning premium content you can buy, and I really appreciate that EA gave us a list of everything that was coming back in advance, because it gives me a lot of time to pull all the info for them. So my rundown post won't take me 6 hours to do, and I will lay out what's coming back in the rundown post when the event hits. But again, it's a lot of returning Halloween stuff, magic stuff, just random things, very random. So kind of, we don't normally do this in a spoiler video, but because we're not doing Addicts Live right now, I kind of just want to be a little honest about something here. I'm not real excited about this event. Seth, I don't know how you feel, but there are some items that look cool, but most of it's just kind of like non-canon Springfield and a bit of a meh to me. And it could just be me. I know you guys know I'm not really into a lot of sci-fi type things. I prefer more canon Springfield. But it's just kind of meh to me. I mean, this is what an August event in TSTO looks like. They always look like this. They're always kind of like the worst event of the year. So I'm not surprised, but I don't know. What do you think, Saf?
Yeah, exactly. Aside from like the characters, especially the characters from the Homeverse segment, there's really not too much. I mean, I had to like come up with some justifications of why I would keep certain buildings or decorations, like I mentioned. But I would say well over 50% of this is going to end up in my inventory. Yeah,
it's just not I don't know. I mean, I always say reserve judgment until you actually play it. So, and I'll reserve final judgment for that moment. But I'm not super excited about it. There have been some events I've been real excited about. This is not one of them. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for us. For now, hopefully the spoiler video gets you prepped for the next event, and look for that to start on Wednesday, August 4th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. And once it goes live, we will, of course, as always, have a rundown post up on TSTOaddicts.com with all the info you need for Act 1 and beyond. And now, back to your regularly scheduled summer plans. We'll be back at it with Addicts Live in September. So until then, thanks for watching and enjoy.
Bye.